Sports coverage of the NFL International Series brings us across the pond. We're in North London and the impressive Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, there is the Vikings head coach. His team loses a week ago in Ireland, so they've had to make the long trip back stateside to get ready for this one. Across from him, it's Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. His squad designated the home team here in the English capital. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. And off we go from North London. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the veterans still going. Former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023, it's Joe Flacco.
I don't think there's any way around it, Mike. I mean, this has been a disastrous start for this season. I know their expectations were clearly higher than how things have played out. At this point in the season, you just need to get a win. However it comes, whatever it looks like, you've got to change the energy in that building because the only way to learn how to win in the NFL is to win.
They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Third, they need 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, here is Flacco. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Cleveland.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on time. Operating from the gun, it's Flacco. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Flacco. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Flacco going to throw on 3rd and long. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Jonathan Allen. He's in for the sack, and it will lead to 4th and very long. So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 12. And the Vikings first down.
Now here's Aaron Jones. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Back to the sideline and intercepted. That's the safety, Rashawn Jenkins.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The Browns offense ready to see the football for the second time. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. That's the four-time All-Pro Myles Garrett getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the handoff, Jones. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Now, this looks like a design run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Browns offense ready for this next possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Eric Wilson on the tackle.
1 yard gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Throwing, Flacco. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jonathan Grenard in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jonathan Grenard. What a start for him. A 2nd sack now here in this opening quarter of play. Here's Corey Bojorquez now as this drive quickly stalled out. So he's on to punch it away. going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and then a punt the last time they had it. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he's able to fight through one tackle here and pick up about 3. Second down coming up. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. On second down, here's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll be second down. On the zone read, it's McCarthy. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Wright now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Browns offense ready to take over possession of the football. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this first. Ivan Pace in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On the play fake, here's Flacco. Eric Wilson getting in for the sack. That's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
What an unbelievable performance by this pass rush to start this game. And then on the flip side of things, I'm not sure if things could get any worse for this offensive line. I mean, they've got to figure something out, and they've got to do it in a hurry because they are completely outmatched right now at the moment. When that play call came into the huddle, Mike, I don't think anyone seriously expected this guy to suddenly rip off that type of gain to extend this drive. That was more of a, hey, get what you can, wave the white flag. We are so far behind the sticks.
That's taken on this side of midfield. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest. And they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 15 yards pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
First down, Vikings.
They'll put Addison in motion. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. More from the International Series in London after this. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and 9.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now McCarthy. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks. He's in there to drop up, and it leads to 4th down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
51-yard attempt.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here is Flacco. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Flacco. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's Flacco. And that is incomplete.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
Moore going in motion. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Myles Garrett working his way in to earn his 2nd sack of this 1st half.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. And that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
4th down.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Algier. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, There was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On second down, Flacco. Oh, all alone. That is caught by Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
19 yards.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
First down.
They'll run with Algier. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Murphy on the tackle.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Flacco. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. Now, here comes the screen for 4. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And great coverage on special teams to mark it down inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
The Vikings offense about ready to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Now a handoff. Jones. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7.
A loss of 2 yards.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to pass.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. Whoa! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Browns offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Now Flacco. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
3rd down and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing, Flacco. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Vikings offense ready to get back to work. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. They'll bring this up to the 22. Myles Garrett able to bring him down. 2nd down and 8. They run it once more with Jones.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back to London, England after this. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
J.J. McCarthy sacked. A loss of a yard.
On play action, here's McCarthy. To the left side here, caught by Addison.
McCarthy's pass
And he is out of bounds at the 45.
A gain of 14. First down, Minnesota.
Up the middle, here's Jones. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Browns say they have it, and they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. We'll talk things over before third down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the ground now with Jones. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff can get a chance to look him over during the break. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? In trouble, and down he goes. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This from 40 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Browns offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They're still in search for their first points in this one. They're only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Flacco. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Third and short. Here is Flacco. He's got his man complete. That's Judy.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Browns first down.
Throwing again, it's Flacco. Left side, he's got the Njoku. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
And he pushed it.
His kick
No good. That is wide to the right. and they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On first down, here's McCarthy. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role. Who's going to walk away with a W? He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on first and 10. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At the 23-yard line.
McCarthy to the air on second down. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one on target to Moore. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down, Vikings.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Myles Garrett. He has been a one-man wrecking through in this one. 4th sack of the game.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. This pass right side, going to be caught by Addison. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
Proclamation for the Vikings.
And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick. The Browns offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. It'll grind out a couple of yards. Gives them a little bit of space out to the 3.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Handoff, it's Algier. And And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, here is Flacco. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jonathan Allen. His second sack of the afternoon, number 5 for him on the year. Hunting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. On the give, it's Jones. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A give now, it's Jones on the zone read. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Open man, left side. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. Quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play.
On second down, here's McCarthy. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Minnesota. On the draw, here's Jones. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Here's McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to first and goal. Here's a run. A short kick down to the center. Here now, second down and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
They'll put Addison in motion. A run. It's Jones. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Big play coming up. Third and goal. To throw, it's McCarthy. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. T.J. Hawkinson, touchdown Minnesota. His 4th TD grab of the season. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Flacco. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's a run with Algier. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. On 1st and 10, here is Flacco. He'll get this out to Algier, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Flacco. We'll get that out wide to 4. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Browns 1st down. 1st and 10.
Here's Flacco on 1st and 10. To his tight end, Njoku. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Vikings.
Up the middle. Here's 4. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st down, Flacco. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Browns 1st down.
To throw, it's Flacco on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. To the air once more, it's Flacco. And he will score. Game on. David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Makes the score Vikings 14, Browns 7.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
A quick toss into the hands of Addison. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have a Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. On the RPO, he's just going to pitch this one forward, and he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
And 12 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, here's McCarthy. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Complete to C.J. Ham. A 2-yard gain on the play.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. That one complete to Moore. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return on this one. Fair catch, signal for, and take it. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Flacco. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
Fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. On the zone read, it's McCarthy.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down. This is Jones. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Here's 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. The defense uses its second timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. That is caught out wide on the RPO. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Jones. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, from the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Jones. And this time, he's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. It's up and good. The Vikings will take a 21-7 lead.
Round 7.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and
To the air on 2nd down, here's Flacco. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
19 yards. And the Browns, 1st down.
From the shotgun, here is Flacco. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again, it's Flacco. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete. Big play. 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Flacco gonna throw again. That's to the open man. It's Tillman. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. To the air again is Flacco. It's a short throw caught by Njoku. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Joel Bitonio, former All-Pro, guilty on that one. Flacco. Here's a screen taken in by Algier. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Back at his 48-yard line.
Flacco to throw on second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down. Operating from the gun, it's Flacco. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Browns 14.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So a win here for the Vikings. And it will be a long but happy flight home as they earn the victory here in London. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from London.